She sits on the couch. Her head is spinning wildly as she tries to write. She wants to do something. She needs to be productive, to show everyone she wants things for her life. She is scared, so scared, frightened that she cannot be what she wants, what she needs. The words fail her always. Always except when she writes. And so writes she does. Constant tapping of the keyboard, swiping on the phone. There is no pause. She writes for the same reason as Rumpelstiltskin spends, to forget. She needs to forget what's happened, what is happening, in order to feel a semblance of okay. Even that doesn't work most times, but still she tries. She writes and she reads and she watches, always watching, looking for the small tells that people are supposed to have, but they all appear visible to her. She cannot function. She hates herself for it. She wants to be better, wants to be normal, but she can't. If she isn't writing, she's reading. And if she isn't reading, she's drawing. There are days when none of the above seems to calm her. And so she screams. Inside her mind, there is water damage. She doesn't know how to swim. She's drowning, and no one is there to save her. Looking back and forth is the only way she can truly see everything. Her eyes, they don't work right. They can't work together. She doesn't understand why. Someone says it is what it is, but she doesn't realize how to apply that to her life. She can't apply it. She needs an explanation, logic. She needs something that isn't there. Something that will most likely never be there, she realizes. She's scared and she's tired of fighting to be normal. She wants to give up, lie down, and let the rest of the world figure itself out. Instead, she stands. If she gives up now, she'll never return. She must. She has to keep fighting. She is stronger than she seems, stronger than even she believes. Did you know, she writes, that it's okay to be scared? That may come as surprising, but believe it or not, we all are at some point in our lives. She bites her lip, turns her head to the side, even as she contemplates, and then the next words come easily. It's okay, don't give up, you are worth fighting for. She writes. She doesn't know who for, what she's doing, or why. She writes because she holds on to sanity. She's holding on by her fingernails, but she's got this. She will eventually pull herself back up, piece herself back together, and win this. The fight is to survive, and it's a scary one. So much is at stake. You never know what's going to happen until it does, and then the very opposite could happen. Life is complex, confusing, and altogether not worrying about half the time. But worry she does. She worries about dying alone, losing the people she loves. She worries about being hurt. She worries about her family's trivial trials. She cannot help it. It's oozing out of her, the need to worry, until it consumes her and wins against the struggling human heart that is inside. She stands up. She gets back up. She dusts herself off, and she fights. She will win this war, this constant back and forth between her personalities. She can't help but whine as she does, but she does it anyway. She can't help this. None of it, absolutely none of it is her fault, her doing. But blame she does. If she had been quicker, this wouldn't have happened. If she had been more tempted to talk someone into helping her, this wouldn't have happened. If she had opened up that day when someone asked what was wrong, perhaps she wouldn't be in this position right now. But she can't worry about the past now. She's busy fighting for her future. She wants to live. She wants to be able to order her meal at the restaurant without having to go back to her caregiver and admit she's ordered the wrong thing for herself. She wants to do this thing called life, but finds she can't. She finds that she's been propositioned in another life, probably in a dark alley, and in a rush of emotions, she's given away the right to fight for her life. She's stuck. She can't help herself now. She needs others to do that for her. She doesn't have words to express it. No matter how she screams and cries and kicks, she pleads, trying to help him understand what she doesn't even understand herself. She's lost herself. She needs help finding the person inside, the spirit that sings and dances with no restraint. She will find herself again one day, and that spirit will soar on that day. She will be higher than she's ever been, bathed in clouds, until she can no longer tell left from right. She wonders if her mother left for her good reason, something about her giving her her best chance. She wonders if her father truly wanted a chance at life with her, but she thinks that's too far gone to even wonder about. She has no need to. There is no chance of it. She cannot stop breathing raggedly, she writes, its soul bearing in its purest form. She is giving her soul out. She is screaming inside, twisting and curling around the spirit and heart until no one can see it but for a crack. And then something happens. A peace comes over her. She is freer than she ever felt. She knows something has changed, but she doesn't know what. Was she being honest when she wrote all of this? Was she letting herself free from the cage the demonic propositioner had left her in, clawing her way out until it's nothing but mere metal? She does not know. Still, she fights her way out through the vines and the dirt, the fog and the rain, and then she sees it, the sun. The most yellow thing she's ever seen. It's too bright, it hurts her eyes, but it's glorious, and she cannot stop looking at it, grasping for it. She is somehow suspended in air, lifted higher and higher until she has managed to reach a point where she cannot breathe. She's reaching for her freedom, touching the stars until she knows she's numbered them for each attempt she's made in the past. When she touches the sun, it burns her, but she does not stop. She wraps herself around it, lets her body catch on fire as she screams and yells in giddy excitement. She has felt more free in the last moments than she has ever felt in her life. There is something inside her, she thinks. It's growing, and it's almost uncomfortable, but just barely manages not to be. It's in her stomach, and it's knotting itself up until it's a tangled mess. She is free now, but this must be her price, because she knows. Magic always comes with one. As she breathes, she thinks she can stand this. This pain is nothing compared to the glory she feels. She has been able to see for the first time. She's been able to experience life to the fullest, and she can't stop laughing. Her arms fall from the sun, and she's floating downwards again, something keeping her going at just the right speed. When she finally lands back on the ground, she thinks it's over, that she's died finally, only to discover that's when her life begins. Then she turns around and she sees them, her family. Oh gods! How many times has she wanted to embrace them without restraint, without worry for herself being too much? She cannot number it, not even the stars can. And yet she does. She has given up fighting only to win the war. She hugs her family so tightly they ask her to calm down, but she can't. She feels as if she'd never truly seen them until now, this very moment. She feels free, but she wonders if this is what they all feel like. She finds herself she cannot speak the question existence. She wonders if that will ever be fixed. She finds she doesn't care. She is finally free, and she is me.